When you're practicing for an interview, there's a couple of things you need to remember and also practice. One thing is, for your practice, you should have somebody there to ask you questions and for you to respond to them. You should have them jot down notes on what you do during your response. A lot of times, things that dance teachers like myself do is we put a lot of movement in our speaking, like me. In my mannerisms, I tend to do a talking with a lot of my hands, right? So when you're in an interview, it can be a little overwhelming for them, and then they end up focusing more on my gestures and less on what I have to say. So you should videotape yourself too, if you can, because you can take a look at what you're doing and really analyze all the things you do when you're talking, and you'll be like, oh my gosh, I had no idea I did that. And I did that to myself too. I had no idea. So some of the things that we tend to do when we're talking, and sometimes out of being nervous, is we tend to tap our knee, we tend to cross and uncross our legs, we tend to twitch at our clothes, twirl at our hair, you may twitch around, and the idea is you want to be natural. You don't want to be stiff and monotone and be scared to use some gesturing, but you want to keep it down to a minimum so they can focus on what you're saying and less on what you're doing.